The warmth and comfort of a wood fire was one of early man's first discoveries. And you know, the way we burn wood hasn't changed much in thousands of years. Gosh, I love a wood-burning fire. But you know, over 90% of the energy from these burning logs is going right up the chimney. Now, a few centuries ago that was fine, because forests were everywhere and there were far fewer people. Unfortunately, though, we all know now that forests are being felled and consumed far faster than they can grow. And burning wood causes some serious environmental concerns. You'd think that someone would come up with a better idea. Someone has. Hi, I'm Frank Baker. As we approach the end of one century and prepare to start another, a new technology has been developed that allows you to get the maximum amount of energy out of burning wood without polluting our air. And here they are, the TARM 2000 series, created just a few years ago by the innovative Danish boiler manufacturer HS TARM. The secret of the clean burn of the wood lies in a new process called wood gasification. You're looking at the amazing flame of the wood-burning central heating system of the TARM 2000. The temperature in this chamber can exceed 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. It is this intense heat that results in a highly efficient and environmentally clean burn. How clean? Well, for comparison, the HS TARM 2000 series burns 20 to 50 times cleaner than the typical airtight stove of yesteryear and produces less than 1 gram of smoke per hour. That is less smoke than produced by a single cigarette. Let's learn more about this innovative development in wood burning. The TARM 2000 series is a water-based system, the cleanest and most comfortable way to heat your home. The heat is distributed throughout the house by radiators, or by a new method, radiant floor heat. The TARM 2000 series is available in 2 models. One is wood burning only. The other has an automatic backup, switching itself to oil or gas if you should forget to add more wood. But not only do both units heat your home economically and cleanly, they also supply all the hot water for your household needs. Both of these units represent years of development by HS TARM, an international leader in the production of hydronic heating equipment. The units are constructed mainly of 1/4-inch boilerplate steel, with all the jacket parts finished in the finest grade baked enamels for a perfect and permanent finish. This is one brand of heater built to last. So much so that each and every one is guaranteed for 20 years. Here to explain the technical factors is Craig Issad, President, TARM USA.
Hi, Frank.
Craig. What have we here, sir?
Frank, this is a burning model of the TARM 2000 series that we take around and demonstrate at country fairs and expos. It provides a good demonstration of the process we call wood gasification.
Ah, the process of wood gasification. Can you explain that a little more for us?
Sure. This is a bypass lever. When I open this, the smoke is going directly up the chimney. Notice the usual smoke coming out of the chimney.
A lot of smoke.
Now watch what happens when I turn the unit on. The smoke is now being forced by a small fan down through a series of super hot refractory bricks, resulting in this amazingly hot burn.
Ooh, boy, I can feel it all the way over here.
What we're looking at, Frank, is actually the smoke burning.
Burning smoke. Huh.
And now let's take another look at the top of this chimney.
All right. No smoke at all.
And we're burning at over 100,000 BTUs, enough to heat most houses.
That is amazing. Explain again the way this system works.
Sure, Frank. This cutaway picture should help. We'll follow the burning all the way through. First, the quiet fan blows air into the top of the loaded firebox. This air is forced down through the wood. The air and smoke mixture is then pushed through a small slot in the ceramic bricks at the base of the fire. Additional superheated air is then injected into the area immediately below this slot. This combination of smoke from the burning fire and high temperatures results in a super hot ball of flame in the combustion tunnel. These gases then travel across and up through a series of tubes which are completely surrounded by water, exchanging all their heat into this water.
I'm convinced. Craig, I spoke a little earlier about the quality of construction on these units. Can you expand on that at all for us?
Sure, Frank. I'd love the chance to show these boilers off. Let's take a walk over to the warehouse and take a look.
Great. Oh, this concept. Wow, we got tarms everywhere.
Frank, this is what a TARM 2000 series looks like before the jacket and doors are assembled. Notice the thickness of the steel and the quality of the welding on it.
Boy, I can't put a bead like that on with a caulk gun, let alone a welder. Boy, that is craftsmanship, Craig. Now, what are these bars that are welded to the side here?
These are called stays, and they're welded between the inner and the outer jacket. They provide extra strength and rigidity on this boiler.
Boy, this looks more like a piece of heavy military equipment than a home heater.
Frank, you're right.
How about that? It didn't even dent it.
This type of construction is why we can offer a 20-year warranty on this unit. Now we've seen the quality of construction, we've seen the burning unit. Let's go take a look at the insides of the unit.
Oh, great.
We've used a torch to cut away the side. Let's take a look.
Oh, I see. This is where the process actually begins then, right here, huh?
This is the draft fan. The draft fan blows air into the top of the firebox. This air is then pushed down through the wood bed, down through the slot in the ceramics, out the combustion chamber, across, and then up through these tubes which are completely surrounded by water. The blue part represents the water jacket. And these are the boiler stays we spoke about before.
I see. Now, how much water does one of these units hold?
From 50 to 80 gallons, depending on the specific model.
And I noticed that this looks like insulation here. Is that?
That's a full 2 inches of insulation around all sides of the boiler, designed to keep the heat into the boiler where it belongs.
Well, let's talk about cost and fuel efficiency. How often am I going to have to keep feeding wood into this unit?
We've tested these units at over 80% efficiency. That makes them the most efficient stoves ever tested. With that type of efficiency, you're only going to be loading this unit anywhere from 8 to 26 hours on a single burn.
I guess it would depend on the size of the house and the temperature outside.
Yes, of course.
Okay. That makes it even more efficient than a clean wood-burning stove or a pellet stove, I guess, huh?
Quite a bit more efficient. And don't forget, we're heating the whole house without dragging wood through the living area.
Now, what happens in those rare times when I don't need the 100,000 BTUs that the TARM is capable of producing?
Well, that's one of the neat things about a wood gasification unit. It's capable of turning off and on. It can go into a dormant phase when no heat is needed. It'll automatically spring to life when more heat is needed in the home.
Boy, try that with a wood stove, huh? Now, what about those rare times when I don't want to use wood to heat my house, but I'd rather switch to oil or gas? Is there a switch or a lever that I need to push or pull?
The XL2000, which is our multi-fuel version, will switch automatically from the oil or gas should the wood fire burn out. Or, if you buy our regular wood-burning model here, you can add it to your existing oil or gas boiler. The system will function pretty much the same.
Boy, that is wonderful. Well, I'm certainly sold on the concept, Craig, but what about the availability of the boilers and accessories, extra parts, that kind of thing?
Well, Frank, here in our central warehouse, we're stocking large quantities of these TARM boilers, spare parts, and accessories. We're selling them nationwide to a network of professionally trained dealers. If you can't find a dealer, our customer service people are just a toll-free call away. Our 800 number, it's hard to forget. 1-800-STAY-WARM.
1-800-STAY-WARM.
That's right.
Well, Craig, it looks like you have a no-miss product here. I bet you're selling 1 billion boilers, aren't you?
Well, not quite, but we're well on our way. We've sold over 20,000 TARMs in the last 15 years.
Great.
The biggest problem lately has been that most contractors and homeowners don't seem to know enough about our product.
Well, I imagine that this video will solve some of those problems and answer some of the viewers' questions, too.
I'm sure it will.
Remember, folks, if you have any more questions about these TARM boilers, call 1-800-STAY-WARM.